everyone in Discord. Hi, everyone in Twitter land and X land. How is everyone doing? Welcome to another episode of the Graph Builders Office Hours. And we've got two awesome guests here today. So, we're going over some agentic projects. We've been going over some agentic projects these last few weeks. And as part of that, we have Agentic Ethereum winners here. Hadi, their project named Hadi. We have Iman and Mohammed from the winning project. So, hi everyone in Discord. Hi everyone on Twitter. And if you guys could introduce yourself, Iman and Mohammed, we'll just let people filter in as you guys are introducing yourself.
Sure. First of all, thank you for having us. It's a pleasure, to be here, and thank you for for loving our project during the hackathon. My name is Iman. I'm from Egypt. I'm blockchain developer, and smart contract security auditor. Um, I've been in the blockchain field I think more than 6 years now, and I love hackathons so much. This is something I do love, and also I love do some kind of building community stuff. So we are hosting multiple in-person and virtual events in Egypt and across MENA region. I can say I'm a founder of a community focused on empowering the Arab community in blockchain, and that's it from me.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, nice to meet you. And Mohammed.
Well, hello everyone. I'm not sure if you can hear me. Did the voice thing get fixed? Can you hear me clearly?
We could hear you clearly. It's a little quiet, but we can hear you. Yes.
Okay, great. I'm Mohammed Sharabossi. I'm from Egypt as well. I'm a data scientist. I'm a data engineer. I'm a data analyst. I'm an AI engineer. I work with data. This is my thing. And I'm a musician as well. I've been a blockchain enthusiast for quite a long time now, but this was my first hackathon. And
Woo!
I've known Iman for quite a while. Yeah, this it's been such a pleasure, like a pleasure working with the team. And I was handling the agent part of the project, like the AI part of the project and everything. And it was amazing experience participating in my first hackathon and winning. Like wow,
Yeah.
the blockchain is crazy, honestly. But I love it so far. It's such a pleasure like being here with you guys and again going live on this with Iman as well. My first hackathon, my first live event. So let's go. I'm quite excited.
Oh, that's amazing to hear. And as my job is dev relations, it's a job essentially to have good interactions with developers, and to hear that this is your first hackathon and it went really well, that makes my heart warm. That's really cool that you built and you had a good time. That's really important because this tech, blockchain tech, is changing every other week. It's so fast. So the best way to really learn is to dive in, and I'm really happy you did so. And Iman, you've done a few hackathons now.
Yeah, the last one was the last weekend, and we won the hackathon. We were finalists
Oh
actually
my gosh!
with East Global Taipei.
Oh, congratulations!
And
That's
we
so
built an
cool.
AI agent as well. But in this time, we built kind of two agents competing against each other.
Oh my gosh, that is the
Yeah,
coolest. Oh, that's the coolest.
thank you.
I'm so excited to see your project today. And I'll just say hi to people in chat. How's it going? Turbo Bunny, Ahmad, how you doing? George, here we go. I cannot read that one. Saba, that's a long name. Lewis, Jonathan, Leax, Warlado, welcome to Graph Builders Office Hours. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat. And real quick, actually going to share my screen, if you don't mind. Mohammed, if you could stop sharing your screen real quick. I'm going to do a quick
Yeah,
announcement
absolutely.
for the viewers out there. Really important announcement, actually, where we have Token API is live. And if you don't know what Token API is, get on the boat. Token API essentially allows for easy plug and play with a lot of Token API, with a lot of token data. And you could run some of these queries. These are example queries. Get balances, token transfers, open, high, low, close prices, top token holders very easily. And just to demonstrate, I built a simple little repository project that shows, here it is, Token API dashboard. Essentially, it allows us to fetch balances very quickly of any wallet address. This is just my little dashboard that I made. And you can get token info. It's very, very quick, very, very easy on the Token API. And all you got to do is drag in wallet addresses or token addresses, and you can get really good data. So go ahead and check out the Token API dashboard if you haven't done so just yet. Go ahead and sign up for the Token API. And that also sounds like something that you guys, Hadi, might be interested in building with, just because it does provide AI agents with real time token data. It also does have an MCP functionality, which actually plugs into Cursor very well, which I can vouch for. It's been very nice for my development. So that is it for the announcement. And does anything on there look interesting to you guys? I was curious because that's a brand new
Yeah, it's
product.
very interesting.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. Like somehow, like if I had it, like once I was like playing with Hattie, like I would love like to use it. Like it would make my life easier. Like
Yes.
if
Yeah.
when
I
we
love.
go like through the code, like you'll see, like I was trying to do something close to this. So
Yep.
yeah, thank
Yep.
you.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, play around with it. Very much a good thing to have with Token API, where I've always wanted to build a wallet dashboard for myself. You got few, four, 5, 6 different wallets on. And you're just like, I just need one location, and so there's different, pay products that you could build out there that you could use. But now that I can make one that's my own, I'm like, okay, cool. And I know there's other services out there that potentially have this, but now that the Graph has it, it's feels like home. So it feels very
Amazing,
nice. So, and I'm
amazing.
getting a comment in
Absolutely
chat. How
amazing.
about 500 wallets instead of just five? Yeah, some people have more. Why not, right? Well, I'll let you guys take over here. Can we hop into your project? I'd love to see your project and kind of go over your thinking of what it was like to build for that Agentic Ethereum hackathon and how you came up with this project and what it does. Let's start with that.
Start like with giving them a quick introduction about Hattie and the
Yeah,
problem we're trying to solve.
perfect.
As you can see, like I'm a Muslim woman, and I'm in blockchain for a long time. And for me, I know so many like DeFi, cool DeFi project, but kind of like blocked. I cannot use most of them. Like I cannot do so many DeFi things. It is because like it's not Sharia compliant. So some of the like products actually didn't comply with the Sharia, Islamic law. So I'm not using them. So I'm not utilizing my assets. And like to learn, it's kind of like a very long learning curve to learn about each product. Like it's hard, and the Sharia part is very complex as well. So like because I have this pain for a long time, and I always see like so many amazing products, and I'm not able like to use. And I hear the same problem, like the same comment from so many like friends, like who are Muslim as well, like, and also the like like it's kind of like we are not accessing like a huge number of potential consumers who are like Muslim in the Muslim world. So I start like, okay, I want to like find an easy way for me if I want to um, like participate, like to invest, to like any like to invest my crypto in any DeFi project. I need a way, like at least give me like kind of an intro, like kind of like checkbox, like it might be or not for me.
Hmm.
So we start like to solve this problem by using AI because it's like we wanted to learn about AI, yes, but I believe like this is um the most or the potential like for to solve this part, not because
Hmm.
like AI is perfect in doing handling this. It's not the best thing, but we can like feed it,
Mm,
um
right.
and it can give you like even like 50 like accurate answer. It's a good start.
Yeah, I find the same thing. AI is very good for a head start to get going. This is a
Yeah.
fascinating use case too, and so I'm curious, like when you got started and all the way through, like this process, because your worldview involves something that I've personally not have to deal with. So I'm very interested in your line of thinking and how you determined what you determined along the way. So yeah, please share the story. It's fascinating.
Started with like because we had long debates with the team about like how the AI would halal or not. So So we start like let's start with the thing that doesn't have so many workarounds. Like it's obvious, like gambling, for example, or like something with unethical behaviors,
Yeah.
loans when with interest. It's kind of like it's white, it's black or white. So we can start
Right.
from here and
Hmm.
sort of like to have like kind of a list of. If we have like 10, let's start with list of three, and we can tell the agent if this model like start like the agent we actually have two AI model or AI agent we use in Hadi. The first one, Hamad worked on it, the Crow AI part, where we have a Crow AI agent, and the Crow like start like to Google and search and analyze and like think
Wow.
about the content and get back to you with it's halal or not
Wow.
based on the things that we defined.
And you're giving it relatively simple rule sets to start with,
Yes.
and you were able to actually get this over the line for the hackathon. That's very cool.
Yeah, and the other one was the Eliza one, like where like the consumer will interact with, where we like kind of like dealing like I want to invest in this token, give me details about this token, add it to my wallet. Of course, we could manage to do some stuff, and we couldn't like manage to implement the full things because it was not over the weekend, but we are working full time, like the majority of the team, so it was hard like for us to give more time on the hackathon project. But yeah, this is the idea about it. Like so the agent, like anyone wants to like invest in like ethical DeFi projects track compliant, so he can like kind of ask the agent, and the agent will think and like do like delegate the task to other agent and to think about the
Wow.
analyze the agent and sorry analyze the project and get back to you if it's halal or not. And the in the analyzer part, we are integrating Breezy to make it easier for the end user, like to add the Sharia compliant token to their list.
Wow.
And we're trying like to get some information from the on chain using Graph, and this is where we use Graph.
Yeah.
And yeah,
That's very
that's
cool.
it.
That's very cool.
Thank you.
And so you go into this hackathon. Did you have this idea ahead of time, or was this something that you figured out with Muhammad while you were there? How did you find this yourself?
But you want to answer this question? Like for me, like I'm kind of crazy. I love hackathon. Just go.
You just go.
Okay, so this is this was like I was saying it was my first hackathon. Iman was like, okay, this is your time to shine. This is like an AI agentic hackathon. And I was like
Yep.
already like when it happened, the agentic AI just came out and about. You know, like people started knowing what is agents and like what is crew AI, and I started like showing use cases and everything. So this was like very new, and I was already like working on multiple projects. And Iman was like, okay, let's do this together. I was like, okay, let's go. Then we started the like we gathered the team. I met the other team members. They couldn't be with us right now, but when we started, we were talking about like different ideas. Each one had like I think each one had like at least three pitches or something for the project. Like we had so many different ideas. We just like didn't start with Hadi at first, but then eventually each one had like an idea, and then we put it like in a poll, and then we voted on it, and then we decided on Hadi. Okay, everyone wants to work on this.
Cool.
So this was like we consulted each other. We each one chose for their own, and I was like, okay, I think Hadi is very interesting. I think I chose it because of the name, because like this is a name in Arabic. Hadi is like someone who tells you what is the right path. You know, it's
Oh, I didn't know
like
that. Cool.
exactly like
Very cool.
the agent itself is telling you like this is ethical and this is not ethical. So it's telling you like where the ethical path is, which is the name Hadi came from. I loved the
Mm.
name, and I was like, okay, I want to work on this. I think yeah, the idea was originated by Iman. Iman was like the one who suggested we work on Hadi.
Mm. That's amazing.
So and most of us like voted on the project, and we went for it, and it was like
Cool.
really exciting at first. We had like we were confused like where to go, like you know how it goes with hackathons, like I think you know more than I do.
It's
Like I
I've
think
been
it was chaotic.
to too many. I think at least, I don't know, 40, 50 at this point. Yeah. So Yeah. I'm going less and
Wow.
less. I'm getting older, and so I'm just slowing down a little bit. But yeah, I've been to a lot. The
So
um,
there is a
I,
beauty in the chaos
there
in a
really is.
hackathon. In the
There
beginning
really is.
of a
There really
hackathon, you
is.
know, everyone
Yeah.
shows who they are and like what they can contribute to the project. I
Yeah.
think it was beautiful. Honestly,
I
it was
always
fun.
feel like in the beginning it's kind of like I'm a bit lazy and a bit like slow,
Yeah.
and I don't know from where I feel like I'm not able like to sleep and like I'm
Yeah.
getting high and start
Yeah.
like yeah, let's do it.
Yep. It is a roller coaster that starts slow for sure.
And th-
So
and then you go on for 3 days without no sleep.
no
Honestly,
sleep.
like I loved it.
Yep. No
You
sleep.
have to see me like last weekend.
Yep. No sleep and keep on going. Well, so
Yeah,
I'm curious now if you guys could we pull up your repository and take a look at it and we do a little
yeah, sure.
walkthrough of the code? Would that be all right?
Yeah, sure, for sure.
Awesome. Perfect.
Um,
So whoever wants to share their screen, I'm curious
I'm gonna
what you
share
guys
my
built.
screen.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, here is that the I think
And got some questions here in
sure.
chat while you're loading it up. Serial Hackateer as well. Hee hee. Question: favorite part of the hackathon game in general and the worst part? How was the non-sleep?
You know, like we love to sleep, of course, but the best thing is like when you know the moment when everything is not working before the submission and finally you did it. Yes, that's it. The best thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
and I had it multiple times.
Yes. Yes. You're like, oh,
And
I'm
the
gonna do a little
worst
feature
part,
improvement, and it breaks everything.
yeah. And the worst part when like mm, when you didn't manage to like to have a working project before submission. This is a painful thing for me, honestly. Like I was about to cry if it happened to me. Yeah, it's a game.
Yeah.
It's a game. It is a game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I lost you there a little bit on the live stream. I'm not sure if that was my computer or yours. But yeah,
It might be mine. I mean, like the worst part is like when I couldn't manage to have a working project,
yeah,
hackathon project. You know, like it is very painful
yeah. I understand that very
for
much
me
so.
at least.
What about you, Mohammed?
Um,
Favorite part?
I think a favorite part was like 30 minutes before submission. We didn't know exactly when is the deadline, what time exactly, and like one of us was literally on Discord searching for the deadline for submitting the hackathon because everything fell apart. Literally
Always.
everything. It was
But
working perfectly and
yep,
everything just fell apart. It was
yep,
amazing. It was so
yep.
beautiful.
I, I
I
tell
think I think that
people
was my favorite point in the hackathon, honestly.
Yeah, I generally tell people if it's 3 hours, I know it seems like a long time, but if it's 3 hours before the hackathon, start cleaning things up. Don't add new features. Please, no new features. Just start getting your submission ready because that 3 hours is gone like that. It's gone in seconds. And so people
Really.
hear that
It
advice and
goes by really fast, yeah.
they typically pick 1 hour, maybe 45 minutes. But anyways, okay, so
Once you
let's
start like have
It
the
was
night
beautiful.
like 1 hour.
Oh yeah.
The
Oh
night of
yeah.
submission. It's
Oh
like
yeah.
1 hour.
Yeah. 6 hours feels like 1 hour every time. Could you
Yes,
go
I
ahead
agree.
and make the text a little bit bigger for people who are viewing on
Yeah,
mobile?
sure. I think now it's
Perfect.
bigger.
Yep, that's great. That's great. So yeah, let's walk through this repository and see how you did what you did.
Yeah. Okay, I will start first because I want to thank, like, give the credit to Nader because I wasn't able, like, this is my first time ever to know what is the Liza plugin and how can I do it, and the fact that like he published a, I think it was 15 minutes tutorial how to create a plugin, and I just followed like, and I was able like after to understand each component.
Perfect.
I want to thank him here, and also like maybe this kind of like walkthrough can like give more details for anyone who wants to build an Eliza plugin about it. For the graph, subgraph plugin, it's kind of like a module like you have. Uh, here in our the source folder, you have any plugin should have the index, of course, where you are kind of like getting everything. Any plugin needs an action, and the provider, this kind of like things like the plugin, this kind of like what is expected type, like the name, description, and the action. Your plugin might have multiple action, one action. It depends. It depends on your configuration, of course. In our implementation, we had three, but actually we end up running two, only two. The provider, all this kind of stuff we didn't use, but in some plugins they're using it. Going back to the let's go to the action one. And here, um, we are trying like to like any action should have this name and similes like kind of like because the end user, you do not expect what the end user will write, and you want to make it kind of user friendly. So you are trying like to teach or like to feed your agent about like the potential like other keywords. So we're just like adding some keywords when the user asked about, you are kind of like triggering this action. And here kind of validation is kind of like, this is the normal Eliza plugin. We didn't add like any fancy thing here, but here like as a part where are kind of checking for the environment you have, making sure that you don't have any validation you want to add. Actually, like this is where you can validating anything you want. And the way or like we developed this one, I wanted in the beginning, I wanted to have like kind of generic graph thing, so I can query anything from the graph without limitation. But for some reason, I wasn't able like to do it, so I started to take the yeah, it was eigenlayer. Yeah, the eigenlayer subgraph, and like doing multiple queries. So the first one, like getting the active accounts, and this is kind of like the whatever data I want to get. I wanted like to have it more flexible, like kind of like more customizable from the end user, but I couldn't make it honestly. So we just like statically like adding this kind of queries, and we had a service where we are passing whatever query we have, the API, and the service will let me open it. The service will actually call the graph node, the Apollo one, yeah, and like get the data, and then return it back to me. The action also here, the action then kind of like formatting the data, because each one I'm expecting it in different format, and I want to present it to the end user in a nicer way. So I'm trying like to when I get the data from the service, I'm trying kind of like uh, when it's success, I'm trying like to format the data here. Let me see if I can go embed when it's going to. Sorry. I'm not using any script here. Yeah.
Iman, the audio is kind of breaking up a little bit. Is that me, or is that everybody else? How are we doing with audio, everybody?
Hamid can confirm it's only me or something else.
Yeah, it's only you, and
But I can say again, like if needed, it was good.
It's good now. Yeah, it's come back.
Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. So I was trying to say like we are like getting the data from the end user, like whatever action you want to trigger based on the keywords, and then we are sending the query. Statically, we are adding the query here. I wanted to have it more customizable, but I couldn't. So like we are sending the query to the graph service. We are passing the query with the API. Sorry, the URL for the of the node, the subgraph node we want to query about whatever, and then because the data like we are getting is different things. The service itself is very generic. Any query and any URL will return the data. So here we just like have a function, help function to format whatever data returned, just to represent it in the agent itself.
Nice.
So we are just like representing, like kind of like formatting the data here to the end user. And the same, like we just like have multiple like kind of queries based on the action predefined. One important thing to mention here as well is the example, because your agent needs some example about the conversation between the user and the agent. So we have this example, and here like how many owner of this token are there. Let me query, like it's exactly like kind of like example of the conversation typically happen between the agent and the end user. And you are trying to teach him, like, if this kind of conversation happened, you need to like call this action. This is the action you should trigger, I mean. And the last part you need to have is the environment one, where you are kind of like validating the environment variable and anything else. Some plugins we had to use, not to use, kind of like formatting, kind of like the input of the end user itself. I think I use it here. I'm not sure, but I'm sure I use it because I was actually in the Ethereum Agentic AI. I use two plugins myself. Uh, Yeah, I think it's this one. I'm not sure. No, it's kind of like other plugins. I mean, like you can extract the data and kind of format it in a different way, and make sure, like, if you are, for example, like trying to um, um, get the balance of a certain wallet, so make sure that it's kind of validation. Make sure that the user or the end user passed the exact wallet. So you have another way to validate or extract the data from the end user.
Very cool. And this
So
this
this is the
this
plugin
plugs
itself.
right into the
In
token
order
API
to
that we were
add it,
talking about earlier, which that could be for the
yes,
next
that's
stage.
why I saw it.
Yeah, there it
I
is.
was like trying to get some data about whatever, kind of
Yeah, it's
like
tough.
that chain details of that chain data. Because like it might happen, like if I want to invest in this token, I want to know some details about it. How
Sure.
what are the balances, like the distribution of the token, stuff like this.
Sure.
It was kind of like a basic thing, and this is my hackathon style. Like I start with the naive implementation and then like make it smarter. So I started with a naive, easy one, and then uh, yeah, we kind of like improved a bit, but
Amazing.
time
Great
wasn't
work.
helpful for us.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
great work. Clearly, you've thought
and
through this. I want to say,
thank you.
Nada has hopped in here. This is one of your teammates.
Yes, I am.
All right.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Hi, I'm
I'm here.
Marcus.
Hi. I
Hi.
didn't want to interrupt actually,
Yeah.
but yeah, hi.
Hi. Nice to meet
And
you.
we are sorry not to have Lena here. She's sick. But yeah, like we wish like the four of us would be here.
Yeah, welcome. If you could quickly introduce yourself, and I'm curious also what part of this build did you take part in? What were you doing? What responsibilities did you have?
Yeah. So I am Nada, and I am part of Hadi team. So I work as like let's say project manager, and I was responsible for preparing the let's say README and the presentation as well, to support the team. Yeah.
Well, really nice to have you.
Thank
Uh,
you.
Thank you so much for preparing the presentation, saw the video, and the README. Mohammed, Nada, Eman, the build is here. You have it running, and then you get it across the finish line. What did you display? Do you have an example of the working code here that we could look at, or I know we have the video that other people could watch. How would you like people to see what you built and see how it worked?
I'm so sorry because yeah, I'm not using my personal laptop now, so
That's
I
right.
cannot run the actual code in my laptop. So Muhammad can share the recording of the agent running.
Yeah, Mohammed, you have that on screen? Oh, you're on mute if you're talking. Oh,
Oh, sorry, my bad. I got didn't notice for a second, but it's okay. I'm gonna share the screen right away.
yeah, go for it. It says Mohammed browser needs screen sharing permission. So you should, yeah,
I'm just getting. Hold
getting
on
it
a
spun up.
second.
Yeah, no worries.
I think there it is.
And I have a question. Is the hackathon project Sharia safe? That was a question in chat.
Sorry, say it again.
The question
Sorry?
in chat is the hackathon project Sharia safe? And
Sorry, yeah, safe.
yes.
Yeah.
It depends, like what you're doing, what you're building. I mean,
Mm,
like Sharia is part of your life. So if you are building a gambling product, it's not Sharia compliant in this case. In the hackathon itself, like it depends on like your intention. You
got it.
know,
Got it.
it's the religion is your life. So like whatever you're doing, it's like a job or a hackathon or even like whatever. You know.
It depends. The answer is it depends.
Yeah, the answer is it depends on like what you're doing. Like if you're building something bad, you're investing your time in something like something bad.
Yeah.
So
Got
it's
it.
yeah.
Got it. I understand. All right. So this is the loom of
Okay,
the.
I'm ready whenever you are.
Yeah, go for it. If you could make it full screen too, so maybe just zoom in, I guess, on the video because it's whatever
Um,
works. It's a little small because it's.
there is. Okay, let me try to go for a full screen then.
Sure, sure, sure. Yeah. Anyone have questions in chat? Go ahead and drop them in there. I'll be happy to ask.
Okay, whenever you're ready. Is it
Go
working
for it.
now? Is it properly
It's still
displaying?
a small
Okay.
window, uh, but we can manage. We will manage. Here, yeah, that's oh, there it is. Perfect. That's
Yeah,
perfect.
How
now
about
it's
now?
working.
Yep,
Yeah, yeah,
go
it's
for
working.
it. All right, it is playing. I'm seeing the ticker play.
It's a little bit quiet.
Yeah, okay.
Let me try to. This is the best I can do. Like
You're
I don't
doing
know. Like
great.
is it the issue from my laptop or?
Yeah, just
Okay.
let it play. It's good. It's good. You're doing great.
I think like the issue is like from the recording itself, and like this is where I'm explaining the Crew AI agent
Sure.
that I built part of the project, and I'm explaining like how how it's constructed, what type of agents we have, how many agents, how we deployed, how's the
Mm,
fast API working, like how we're like hosting the agent itself and like passing arguments to it, and then the agent takes in the arguments and then executes. So
cool.
I apologize in
Can you
advance
run
if
it? Can you run
the
it? And
audio is not.
we can like make over like kind of like this explain what's happening, but people like the audience can see what's like the output things.
Okay.
Here we go. I see some stuff in the terminal. Here we go.
This part is as well like this is a crew AI part where we have like a crew of agent like doing kind of like the thinking and analyzing of
Mm-hmm.
the prompts.
Application startup complete. Okay, nice. Okay, what are we doing here? If you, Mohammed, if you wouldn't mind sharing what you're doing right here in the video.
Come again?
If you wouldn't mind
Okay.
sharing what's
So
going on in the video right now.
all right. So basically, in this part, we just like fired up the hosting the agent locally, and then there's um, this is like a collaboration between Fast API and like something to visually be able to see what's happening behind, like when you call the API, when you post like an argument to it, and then it takes the request and then sends like a reply. And wait, let me mute the video so you can hear me talking. So this is like what 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 the agent is expecting. Like it's
Right.
expecting a token name so it can does like its own research on it
And for those of you
and
on mobile who can't see, it says
decides.
1 inch. It's pretty small, but we could see it. So we're looking for a
So
one
here
inch
we're
token
talking
inch.
about yeah. Wait, I think I need to share my screen because like I love 1 inch. So
You're a
I'm
fan of
even
one
like
inch?
wearing a. I'm a fan of 1 inch and I'm wearing like 1 inch hoodie right now.
There you
Like
go.
everything is 1 inch.
Shout out to the one
Hello
inch devs that
everyone.
I know.
This
You
is
know who you are if you're watching. I know a few solid 1 inch devs. So if you want to chat afterwards, I'm happy to have you say hi.
let's
They're
go
great.
hire me. I'm a really good data guy.
There we go. Data guy. Shooting the shot. Shooting the shot.
So
That's great.
so basically, right here, I'm explaining what, like, we passed the argument, and you can see like all of the screen is like the agent itself is thinking to itself. It's like taking the argument back and forth and comparing it to um, the rules we put for the agent, or like what it's supposed to do, and the agent, or like the crew itself was divided to three different agents. Wow. Okay. We have the Sharia agent, which is the one that the, that analyze whether whether this is Sharia compliant or not, or like this is ethical or not. And we have like a rule and a goal and background story for the agent itself, how to behave, what to do. We post like certain tools, and then we have a risk analyst, which is basically when you give them when you give the agent like a token name, it goes on the internet and then it pulls all the data, whether it's from like Google itself, whether it's from articles, and it pulls data from Twitter and like different articles, what is going on about this token itself, and like it looks at the prices and the fluctuation of the market, and then it puts like a risk assessment in a way that basically tells you whether this is safe to invest in or not.
Mm,
Again, this is like if it passes the first argument, whether this is Sharia compliant or not, like whether this is ethical to invest in or not.
mm. Awesome.
And you
Awesome.
can see like the green part is like the agent is talking to itself. What am I saying here? I forgot what I said in the video.
Keep on going. No, keep on going. So I'm curious. Okay, so it's the agent is now talking to itself, and you have multiple agents all looking at a different. I mean, it has the example that you gave it, and from there it's taking in. The only thing that you put in the prompt was just 1 inch. That's all you put. You just put in that simple string,
Yeah,
and then it just went to work. And there's multiple different agents doing their job. At the end, what's the user going to be seeing? I'm curious at the last little bit. How does it get the thumbs up or thumbs down? How does that happen?
I will show you right now.
All right.
And this is like a formatter agent that takes in the results from the Sharia compliant agent and the risk assessment or analyst agent, and then it puts it in a format like a JSON format, so we can like pass it back to the user.
Nice.
Like I was building
Tidy.
an API through this agent. Like I basically turned the output into like an API argument.
Hmm.
So I was explaining here like the main function
Hmm.
and what is going on, like how do I fire up the agent and the
Hmm.
API itself. And this is what you get. This is the result. You get a three arguments. Sorry, my cat is saying something, saying hi, I guess.
I'm
But
seeing a boolean. I'm
you get
seeing true.
exactly.
There we
You
go.
get three arguments. Is it halal or not, or like is it ethical or not? And
Right.
it says like true and justification. Why is it this ethical or not? Well, it gives
Right.
you justification whether it's ethical or not ethical, and then
Yeah.
it gives you the risk assessment
Nice.
to invest in this token.
I love
And
that.
like it's all in JSON format. Come
I
again.
love that so much. How my next question is this is from me personally, like hallucinations. Like we know that's a part of AI. We know that's a part of that. Are you at the point of managing your output, the return data, and saying this is how we're managing hallucinations right now, or is that something more down the line?
Um, I think it's something more down the line because like
It's tough. It's
we
tough.
were it, it is like Can you come again with the question?
Itself is tough, and the current models are not well trained against Arabic in general and Sharia and like the literature in Islamic history and Islamic law.
Yeah,
So it's kind
awesome.
of like a big challenge for anyone working in this field.
I'm getting a question in chat. Is it possible to copy paste the return output into the chat so they can see? I think maybe the best way to do that, Mohammed, is if you can make your screen as big as possible and do like a screenshot of it, and I'll share that image with the chat. You could share that image with me in Telegram, and I'll just pick that up and drop that in. And awesome job, by the way, Mohammed. That was awesome demo. Uh, we'll see if we can get that output to you soon, Jesse. Good question. Or any other way you could think to get that output, Mohammed. That'd be great. So yeah, the great job, by the way. That was really impressive, everybody. The next thing I have to always ask, I always ask the hackathon
Thank you.
participants, what do you want to do with this moving forward? Is it something you want to keep on pushing on? For me, this is interesting because it unlocks so many people from being hesitant to use this technology, and now they might feel a little more confident stepping into blockchain technology. I'm curious about your thoughts on that and moving forward with this project. Anyone?
Sorry,
Anyone
again,
want
I'm
to?
sorry. I feel like I missed something.
No,
Sorry.
no worries. That might have, this might be my internet that's having problems. Who knows? But the question was, what are your plans moving forward with this project? This seems like a valuable project. From my worldview, I have never had to think about Sharia and like how if it's safe or we not. Like, so I don't know the perspective. I'm curious on your perspective. Is this something that you think that this project could bring more confidence to people to enter the blockchain space?
Not say it's confident, because as I told you, like the model are not well trained against like Arabic or the Islamic literature and so. But this is something I do love to see. Um, we had a discussion with the team because Mohammed was talking to someone here in Egypt. They are building something related to like finance, and they are talking about this like the having fine like AI with financing. So we have kind of like internal discussion with some people who are interested in this project, but if you are like asking me about my personal dream is to see something like if to have a safe environment for Muslim to tackle in the DeFi world.
Awesome. Yeah,
So
that'd be
I will
amazing.
like maybe kind of like pivoting a bit, like just I'm trying, like we're trying, like to achieve this goal.
Yeah.
We cannot do it alone.
Yeah. Of course, we can't do it alone. I like that. Getting more people aware and involved in the blockchain space is a worldwide effort, and I can see that this is another one of those efforts. So, anyone out there that wants to help with this project or tune in to what you guys are doing, what should they do? Should they go to a Twitter? Should they star this GitHub? Should they do a PR? What would you like for developers who are watching this and want to help out?
The big challenge that we would love to see people helping with, um, first, train models.
Train models. Okay.
This is something we need. Maybe it's kind of like away from Web3, yes. Second one, of course, like kind of because we have like a full-time job, like if we saw people are interested in this, they would like encourage us like to keep building. Yeah, like if there's a PRs, people like thinking, suggesting ideas or so, that would be great because this is how we can like push ourselves.
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. There's something magical. Well, I mean, I make a few little side projects here and there, and anytime anyone sends a PR, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is great. So,
Yes. I feel like yeah, people if someone like love your idea, like it encourage you a lot, like to continue
yeah,
building it.
yep. So I'm going to share this on screen now. This is the link to their project. This is correct. This is the link to your project, guys.
Yeah, this is the link for the plugin itself,
Okay.
and in the project itself, if you go to the agent, you'll see
Okay.
how we are like kind of having the character and also how we are integrating it. Uh, um, yeah, if you want to know how to integrate any
Perfect.
plugin
Yeah.
or our own plugin.
GitHub, Eman Herawi. Am I pronouncing that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Hadi.
correct.
Okay. So hear that out there, developers. Go ahead and take a look at this repo. See what PRs you might want to make and help this team out. This is a cool thing. It's helping more developers become more aware of blockchain, and that's always helpful. So let me just check to see in Discord if there's any more questions. Oh, here we go. Is this built with subgraphs or substreams? From what I understand, this was subgraphs.
Graph.
Yep. Okay, subgraphs
Subgraph,
only.
because you're utilizing kind of like it's kind of like the SDK, the front end SDK.
Sure. Okay.
So like the subgraph or the substream, we just like how to create your subgraph. So we built our own subgraph using
Okay.
subgraph APIs. Sorry, I mean like the SDK itself. But
Awesome.
for the front end, we're using Apollo like to get the data
Perfect.
from the graph
Okay.
nodes.
Got a fun question here. What type of instrument do you play, Mohammed? You did bring up you're a musician, so I think that someone in chat wants to know.
Okay, I know I have my fans all over the world. No, no, I'm joking, I'm joking. I play
That's right.
saxophone and I play guitar.
All
I play
right.
multiple instruments, like at least five instruments: piano, guitar, saxophone,
Oh my gosh.
a harmonica, oud. Music is my thing, you know. It's my passion. This
Oh,
is where
that's
I
so
find
cool.
By the way, whenever we are hosting an event in Egypt, he is like kind of like playing a bit.
Do you have
So
any
yeah,
stuff
it's part
online
of.
that chat could take a look at? No pressure if you don't want to share, but if
peace. No, it's not that. I was quite famous down here in Egypt. I was playing with a band, like concerts and touring around and everything. So
oh no,
there is the music for the band, like the songs themselves. I don't have my personal. I disappeared from social media. I
that's
don't know.
healthy.
I didn't
That's
want to deal
healthy.
with it anymore.
That's very healthy.
Yeah,
Good for
exactly.
you.
But I can share the music. Like if you want to listen,
Oh,
I
getting
can
a
like give it a
question in
twirl.
chat. Band name. They want to know the band name. They want to know.
Absolutely. I just sent in the backstage
Oh,
whisper.
perfect. Let's see. Backstage chat. I see it, and I'll share this with everyone here. All right, and that's your name, and that's the band name.
Yeah, that's the band name. Well, the band name was like the artist name, but like we were his band, you know. Like
Gotcha.
we
And
played the music
they
and
could find
went
that
on the
on
concerts together.
YouTube or on Spotify. Where can they find it?
YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, everywhere.
Everywhere. Okay, that's the name. Mohammed Saeed. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. YouTube, SoundCloud, everywhere.
Yeah,
Go check
correct.
it out and take a listen. Well, with that being said, I think it's a great place to. Oh, we have another question, follow up question. Are you looking for prompt engineers, testers? What specific developers would you guys be most interested in looking for at this time? Anybody? Anybody who's willing to send a PR?
Of course, we are working on everyone, like
Yeah.
because like even the idea itself worth a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
Sure.
but yeah, like if we are talking about like um, uh, I think like the most needed kind of developers for us is people who are familiar with building agents and also people who are familiar with kind of training models.
Cool.
Yeah, this kind of like
Awesome.
two type of developers we are like really need.
Yeah. All right. Hear that out there. Models, that'd be very helpful. Training models. So, uh, let's see. And there, someone, we have another person in chat saying that reaching out to you guys directly, what would be preferred? If it is right now on Twitter, or would you prefer on Telegram?
Yeah, for me, like it's my first and second and last name, like one word,
Okay.
and LinkedIn and Telegram as well. For Twitter, it's my first name underscore my last name. So
Okay.
I'm very accessible, like free to reach out.
Let's
It's
find
not
you
from
on
my side.
Twitter. Let's find you on
Um,
Twitter real quick
let
and
me
get
share
that
my handle
plugged.
as well.
Hadi, not Hadi. Where are we at here? I gotta
I
find it.
can do
Could you
it.
drop it in chat? Yeah, that'd be helpful.
Sure.
Mm,
So yeah, everyone, reach out to Iman for questions about this and best ways to help.
This
And
is my
I'll
handle.
perfect, perfect. Oh, we got Nada here too. I'm gonna share that in chat. Bam. And that's for Telegram and also for.
This is my Telegram.
Okay, perfect.
Even my Discord, like everywhere,
Love
like
it.
it was the same handle. It's
Love it.
yeah.
Oh, I gotta change that link. I didn't put the HTTP. Edit. Da, 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 HTTP. There we go. And a LinkedIn. We're getting everyone wanting to know you guys. This is exciting.
Thank you.
I'm dropping it all in the chat.
LinkedIn is the same handle, by the way.
Done. Anything you guys put here,
Telegram.
I'll just throw into the chat. How about that?
Hang on.
Welcome to live stream. It's like a hackathon, but everyone's far away from each other. I guess Agentic hackathon you guys were too, because it was remote too. So that too. All right, guys. Well, I'll let you guys have the last word here, and I'll keep on dropping links that you guys send in chat to the chat window. For those of you live streaming on Graph Devs, the whole chat is in Discord, the Graph Discord. I'm chatting with people here and during the live stream. But for you guys, last word, and it was great having you on for Graph Builders Office Hours. Any other final thoughts?
Well, thank you so much for having us today. I mean, building this project was, I mean, we learned a lot because it was something new for all of us. So, yeah, thank you so much for having us today.
Awesome.
And please connect with us.
Yep.
From my side, I would encourage everyone to build from different places because, like, I don't know about your problem. You don't know about my problem. I brought to the table a new problem because, like, it's my own personal problem. So please, please, please keep building, keep hacking. A hackathon is fun. It's kind of a game where you are always win because you win a lot. You win the knowledge, the network, the experience, the maybe the money. Yes, of course, we'd love to have money more. But yeah, I mean, like it's a win-win game, honestly. And at the end of the day, like what you're building, there is someone at least like so many. I want to say more who would benefit from it. At least kind of inspiration or highlighting that there is a problem here. We are in Web3 where we are decentralized. Like you are solving a problem. So please, please, please keep building to solve it.
Love that.
Trust your feeling about it.
Love that. Love that. And Mohammed, any thoughts before we head out?
Following up on Iman and what she said keep building, but my experience like on the first hackathon, it's quite different because like they're used to hackathons. All of you guys are used to hackathons, but what I wanna say is like if someone is like interested enough, if you have enough passion, go for it. Like there is no holding you back. Like there is this something. I met a man through like my interest in blockchain. I met Nada as well. I met you today, Marcus, and like all of you are amazing people. I'm sure all the people on the chat, they're quite amazing as well. So it just I think blockchain is amazing. I think people are, like should if they have the interest, if they have the passion, if they just want to go for it, they go for it. Like Iman was saying, keep building, keep hacking, pursue it. You know, you don't have to be like working full time in it. Just take interest in it and let it take you to all places. Honestly, and it was an amazing experience, and it was such a pleasure you having us here today. So it's all amazing in every possible way.
Oh, that's. Thank you so much for that, and I think what a wonderful way to send it off, right there, Mohammed, Nada, Eman. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for sharing. I can't say much more. It's essentially my job to make sure you guys are having a good time, and based on what Mohammed has just said and what you all said, that has happened. So. Moving forward, anytime you guys have any questions, of course, feel free to reach out to me. The Graph Discord's always there, incredible people there. And with that being said, everyone, thank you for joining another episode of Graph Builders Office Hours. If you three could stay in this window while I close the live stream, that's going to help us keep the recording. I'll close the live stream. Don't close your tab. But for that little bit right there, thank you, everyone who's watching the live stream. Thank you, everyone here. Project, the Hadi Project. And until next week, I'll see you guys in another episode of Graph Builders Office Hours. Take care, everyone.